Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is Saturday, the 28th of July, 2018. It's a Saturday, and I'm here for your daily tarot reading. For us, we still have this beautiful, amazing blood moon, lunar eclipse, full moon in Aquarius. Wow, yeah, we got up and had a look at it this morning. It was pretty spectacular, yeah? So we're still in this energy here in Australia, Australian Eastern Standard Time. We had the full moon at 21 minutes past 6 this morning as it was setting. Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. So I've made a full video on the full moon lunar eclipse, choosing cards for each astrological sign. So if you're interested in that, I uploaded that. I filmed that live last night. So if you're interested, you go check that out. Yeah, so today we're still in those same energies. So if you want some more depth into this lunar eclipse and how the energies are actually going to last for 6 months. Because when the full moon phase is interrupted, when, because it's when the sun and the moon are opposite each other, 180 degrees, and the earth went through, so that's what created the eclipse and the blood moon, because it was the shadow, the earth's shadow on the moon. Pretty spectacular, yeah. So today we have a lot of beautiful aspects, that I didn't really get into depth with last night when I did the reading. I did a few of them, especially the sun and Leo opposing Mars and Aquarius, because Mars was very, very bright in the sky last night as well. And will be again tonight. So Mars is the male principle of desire and optimism, yang strength. And it's interesting, last night for the collective oracle, after I'd pulled individual astrological sign tarot cards, I pulled a wisdom of the oracle card from Colette Baron Reid, and it was the yang card. So I was talking about softening into yin during the Mercury retrograde. But it was also calling us into that vitality and action, energy, drive, and courage that is Mars, and using it to serve with passionate, just that real amazing, like passionate, creative uniqueness that we all have, like finding something we deeply love. Something that we deeply love, that really fills us up with fulfillment, is very fulfilling. So we are because I talked about being selfish, but so we can do that today. And I talked about this with the full moon reading, is find something you love and then use that to serve the greater humanity, which is Aquarius. I'm going to let that go. It's a bit breezy. Okay, so it's that sense of fearlessness that's around, but because Mars is in retrograde, Mercury is in retrograde, it's not about charging forward, and that Mars energy might want you to do that. Sun in Leo, Mars is in retrograde though, Mercury retrograde. It's a time of going with the flow. If you feel like you want to take that forward movement, take that forward movement. It's about trusting yourself and trusting your own inner guidance there. But, there is the Uranus and Taurus energy, that's here as well. Because Mars in Aquarius is squared Uranus and Taurus, and the Sun in Leo is also squared Uranus and Taurus. So the light shining on expressing everyone's individuality in a very unique, progressive way. So that being really radical in your form of self-expression, really confident, unique in the way you express yourself in the physical. And with the Mars is a real breakthrough in how you work towards your passions and ground them in a practical everyday reality. But there's a real energy about guarding against carelessness here as well today. A beautiful aspect is the Venus trine Pluto. Venus is in Virgo, Pluto in Capricorn. So there's a powerful force at work when it comes to romantic partnerships today. There can be transformation, healing, and empowerment. Venus in Virgo is here for us because it's also opposite Neptune and Pisces. But Venus in Virgo is here for us at the moment to allow us to sit with the fact that we're not going to settle for anything less than we deserve. It's that really tapping into that deep love of yourself and having high standards, valuing and honoring yourself, to not to accept anything less than you deserve. So there's going to be no illusions or idealized versions of a partner with that Venus and Virgo opposite Neptune and Pisces, but the potential for love and romance is heightened. So yeah, so there's that really, you know, Venus in Virgo is able to take feelings and analyze them. So to really understand, do I value this? Is this what I truly want? And to really, you know, balance out that Neptunian Piscean fantasy energy. It's a really positive aspect, especially with Venus trine Pluto as well. So there could be healing, like deep healing of relationships today, if you really want to make it happen in the physical world, if you really feel like it's worth your energy, because you deeply love yourself and you're not going to settle for anything less than you deserve. And that sense of loving yourself, listening to those feelings and honoring yourself is what's going to drive your passion forward to serve the world. Because we also have the moon in Aquarius squaring Jupiter in Scorpio today. So the moon in Aquarius is how may I serve humanity, your hopes and dreams. So and Jupiter's opportunity, expansion, prosperity, abundance. Is the good luck planet. So it's all about listening to your feelings, kind of being selfish like that Venus, loving yourself deeply, tapping into what you're passionate about, your fire, and then using those feelings that come up and that passion from Mars and Sun in Leo, Mars in Aquarius, moon in Aquarius, and really helping, like tapping into that energy of helping other people makes me feel good. Like, to me, I love doing this. And if I reach a couple of people and really help them, then that's an absolute bonus. I love the healing work that I do. So finding something you really deeply love and are passionate about and how it can actually serve the greater good. Yeah, I speak about this more in depth in the full moon reading I recorded last night. So we have the Goddess Tarot here today. I'm just going to allow whichever cards want to come through, and we'll just feel into what other energies are around for us today. It's such a beautiful warm day. Yeah, we're still in winter, but it's like 23 degrees. Magical summers here in northern New South Wales, Australia. So yeah, this is the Goddess Tarot by Chris Waldhill. Let's just see what wants to come through. We have the Tower. So this is Uranus energy. So I spoke about this in the full moon reading. You need to guard against carelessness today. Really, you know, with the fiery energy, Sun in Leo, we have Mars there, really heightened in Aquarius. We have Mercury in Leo, and we have all these aspects with Uranus and Taurus. That can be sudden shifts. Let me just read what I wrote about that last night. Yeah, there can be real sudden changes, like things that just fall apart. If you haven't really acknowledged something with yourself, then something can really be shaken up today. What did I... Yeah. Where is that aspect? Here it is. Yeah. So there can be... You know, around this time, see, I spoke about this last night. So if you want more depth on this, but I just want, Uranus is like the awakener. So if you haven't gone inward, really, really looked deeply at patterns that perhaps were coming up for you, resisted them, put full resistance into going deep into the shadowy aspect of yourself, haven't wanted to acknowledge it, Uranus could come in for you and really shake things around to make you really look. And it could be to do with a soulmate bond, a partnership. And this is the Venus and Virgo trine Pluto and Capricorn energy, that feeling that something, Uranus and Taurus has come through and shaken something up. But you know, if you're willing to, the Venus and Virgo is there to say, you know, do I even want this? Do I want this in my life? And maybe this relationship has been shaken up and knocked about because its foundations weren't solid. But, you know, Venus and Virgo is here to say, you know, do I even want this? Is this what I truly desire? Do we have the same values? You know, will being with this person, will I truly be able to honor myself? You know, is it deeply loving for me to pursue this relationship, or not to pursue, but to even put any energy into it? Because something's come along to really shake this up. But it could lead with that trine with Venus and the opposition with Neptune, Venus and Virgo. Yeah, it could lead to some deep healing and some deep transformation when it comes to a relationship. Because this is you know, it's the minor arcana of the lovers, but it is a soulmate bond. And yeah, there is growth and expansion here. So this is the Jupiter Scorpio energy. So this is the Empress. So it's truly loving yourself. The Empress rules over an empire. She knows herself so deeply. This is kind of the Venus Virgo energy, even though Venus rules Libra and Taurus. This is high standards. The Empress is not going to settle for just anybody, just to have someone around. There's no codependency issues here. She would rather be alone because she's so in tune with nature, the animals, the environment, spirit. You know, she never actually feels alone. She's so whole and fulfilled in and of herself and her connection to everything that she doesn't feel alone. So she's not going to settle for anything less than she deserves. And maybe this Tower moment has come in to realize that you are the Empress or the Emperor. It's not gender specific. It's just about honoring yourself, yeah? Valuing yourself, feeling into your greatest expression of yourself, and understanding that Tower moments come in for us to, you know, for us in our evolution, you know, through great adversity comes great strength. So there's something that may need to use that logical aspect of Aquarius. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, to cut something out if you feel like it's no longer serving you, because you're the Empress. You don't put up with anything less than you deserve. So you have this logical, you know, you can really discern and make clear decisions today regarding a bond, a soulmate bond, because something has come in to shake it up, and you could lead to great healing and deeper intimacy and deeper connection through this, whatever's gone on. And it could lead to the birth of something new, so be careful about that. But there's been some deception here. Maybe you're blinding yourself to the truth, or there's been some deception here, which could be this Tower moment that come in, some truth come out. And maybe you've been lying to yourself about all these red flags to do with this soulmate bond. You'd been tapping into that illusionary aspect of Neptune, Pisces, but Venus and Virgo and this eclipse energy is asking you to eclipse out anything out of your life that's no longer serving you, to slice it out, because you are the Empress, and Venus and Virgo is here to tell you you're not going to settle for anything less than you deserve. Yeah, it's a decision. I knew this card was going to come up today. How interesting. So there's a lot of swords energies, which is, you know, Moon in Aquarius, Mars in Aquarius. You know, we have Uranus here with the Tower, the Tower card. And the watery aspects here, where we have Neptune. That's the Neptunian energy, Neptune and Pisces. Yes, and the major arcana, the Empress. So what are you blinding yourself off from? There's two twos here. The truth about this bond? Maybe I'm hearing a different story here. Maybe you've got a mask on about your true feelings about someone. You don't want to drop the armor. You want to armor yourself up. You're scared of being hurt, so you don't know which decision to make. Because you're feeling so amazing on your own, I'm hearing. You're feeling so happy and yeah, you're at the top of your game, I'm hearing. You're feeling really amazing on your own, really feeling into your own growth and expansion, feeling that you're walking, you're on your divine life purpose, you're really stepping into the greatest expansive version of yourself. So you've really come to a place where if something has some toxic energy with it, it's going to be cut out of your life. You don't want drama, you don't want petty dramas, because we have Mercury retrograde, we have Sun in Leo, Mercury in Leo. There is a lot of energy around that can lead to conflict. Yeah, just miscommunication. That's not really saying this. I mean, if the Five of Swords was here, I'd say this, but this is about a decision. I'm feeling the Queen of Swords is here to really cut something out of your life, because there's some communication that comes in. This is the Knight of Wands in the standard deck. This is passion. This is passionate energy, but it could also just be, you know, in this deck, it's a really different vibe to the standard tarot, because the princess is, you know, she's very confident. So this is creative confidence. She hasn't mastered it yet. She's the queen, but because we have the Empress here, there is this knowing that you're evolving into the highest creative expression of yourself. Or this could be some information that comes in about a deception. You know, we have, you know, there's different people here. We have the Empress, which is a Libra or Taurus. We have, you know, fire, and we have air here. So there could be a deception regarding one of these signs to do with a union. Maybe there was some truth has come out, and that could have been the Tower moment. The Tower moment that come in, and you're like, well, I've got a decision to make here. I really value myself. I'm not putting up with this anymore. I'm going to just cut this out of my life, because I want to focus on my creativity. I want to put all my energy into loving myself and stepping into the highest, most creative version of myself. So I think that's enough. There is the potential to heal. This could have been past energies. So I'm hearing that there is a potential to heal the soulmate bond because of these past energies. Maybe in the past you've been indecisive, but some new communications come in to really shift that. But with the Queen of Swords there's going to be a real and the Empress, which I'm feeling is, it's Venus, and Venus is in Virgo. So having that real high standard for yourself, you're going to be able to articulate yourself very well in regard to, regardless of this Mercury retrograde. I'm feeling that you're going to be able to articulate something very clearly with regard to this Two of Cups energy. We have the Ancient Ones. Wow, this has come out a lot. And this is just tapping into the personal readings and for my dailies. And yeah. So this is to do with really tapping into what we've learned from, you know, past, our ancestors. You know, the however you see spiritual beings, whether you see them as however you see them, you can call them angels, ascended masters. I just call them spirit guides, ancient ones, whatever you want to call them. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by timing's very real gains that you've made in the subtle worlds, where all true spiritual growth begins. So the ancient ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honor your growth. It is real, it is palpable, and it will soon manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honor your light. Namaste. I can see that I've frozen. Sorry about that. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap of faith, a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world that which you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes around you in a sacred relationship too. Okay, so this growth, so maybe in the past I'm hearing this relationship, this sacred relationship. Maybe there has been some deception in the past I'm hearing, and you were really indecisive about this, but you've really tapped into your own inner power. Yeah, something come in where some truth come out. A tower moment come in and some truth come out, and you found out about some deception, maybe with a fire sign or a air sign. Doesn't matter. These are all just energies, and it left you in a place of indecisiveness. But we have that Venus trine Pluto today for complete transformation. You're going to see that spiritual growth that you've had, this growth, this expansion you've felt in the spiritual realm, be mirrored back to you very soon in this sacred relationship, because you've cut any negative energies away. You've let go of things that weren't serving you, that weren't stable. So these could be beliefs, these could be patterns, these could be anything, but things have crumbled away. Maybe what crumbled away is how you were deceiving yourself. You were lying to yourself about something, maybe lying to yourself about your feelings for this other person, denying your feelings, blinding yourself off to the truth, getting stuck in your head rather than in your heart about this. In your head about this decision rather than feeling with your heart. And dropping your mask and really showing your true self, showing your heart, really tapping into your vulnerability, opening yourself up to what this is, because this is very passionate energy, and there is a lot of passionate energy around with this full moon lunar eclipse. So you may feel the desire to communicate this love with that Neptunian, the Neptune opposite Venus. But really first tap into, is this for your greatest growth? Is this going to keep you on path to your divine life purpose? Ask yourself that. That's Venus in Virgo. Venus in Virgo is not going to let you settle for anything less than you deserve. But understand that you are growing and expanding, and this is what this energy is all about. We've done so much releasing, and now it's time to be receptive to all the light and energy and creative inspiration that's around us. Feel into it. It's pretty magic. Anyway, have an amazing Saturday. I shall see you tomorrow. Big love. Blessings.